On this episode, we'll talk about the ketogenic diet. We'll also talk about strictures and how to prevent them. And we'll also talk about how many ounces your sleeve holds. Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Alvarez from Endobariatric.com and welcome to episode 68 of the AskDrA show. Really good questions. I know you're interested in these answers, and if you're new to the show, two ways to submit your questions to the show. I'll be glad to add them to the next episodes. Use the hashtag AskDrA on social media. We'll place it here on the screen, and the other way is through my Snapchat account. So add me on Snapchat, follow me day to day, and have fun with it.
What are your thoughts on a ketogenic diet?
All right, ketogenic diet, what's my opinion on it? It's a really good diet. It's probably the diet that gives you the fastest results in the shortest amount of time. It's a diet that works on lowering your carb intake, in other words, your sugars. And the only thing is, it's not that healthy, all right, because you're eating a lot of fats and a lot of protein derived from animal products. But it works really good. I really push toward a low carb diet or very similar to the ketogenic diet on my patients. You know why? Because it's very easy for my patients to follow. It's very easy for a sleeve patient to follow this diet, and it works really good. And in combination with the restriction, it works fantastic. But once you advance and once you hit goal, the idea is to lower your fat intake, all right, especially saturated fats. And that's when here we come to changing a diet to a more plant-based diet, and that's what you'll see on my Snapchat account, on what I eat on a day-to-day basis. And I know I get a lot of questions through my Snapchat account on this issue since I became a vegan about a year and a half ago. But I also did the ketogenic diet. I did for about 2 or 3 years. I lost a lot of weight, maintained, and then switched to a plant-based diet. So that's my opinion on the ketogenic diet.
What is a stricture, and are they preventable?
All right, so what is a stricture, and can it be prevented? So a stricture is, imagine yourself the sleeve, the tube, the final product of your stomach after surgery, and the stricture is actually a narrowing. That's it. It's a narrowing. So imagine yourself instead of like a long tube, imagine yourself it's like an hourglass. All right, you see that stricture coming in and then comes out. All right, so that narrowing is what we call a stricture in your sleeve. Is there a way to prevent them? So number one is they're not that common. So first of all, don't freak out thinking that if you're looking into gastric sleeve, you're going to get a stricture. No, they're very uncommon. Number two, they're normally associated with high productions of acid or a bad surgical technique or other factors. So if you have acid production, if you've got heartburn, indigestion after your sleeve, you need to take an antacid. You need to calm that acid down, put that fire out, and that will prevent it down the road. You will not be able to prevent that stricture if it was a really bad surgical technique, but normally strictures can be treated endoscopically, which means an endoscopy through the mouth with a little sedation, and a balloon is passed through to that part of the stricture, that narrowing, and we pump in that air in that balloon, and it actually dilatates that stricture. Normally a few sessions, 2, 3, 4 sessions, takes care of the problem and gets resolved.
How many Oz is our stomach once we do the sleeve?
That's a tough question, and let me tell you why. Normally, all right, summary is 4 to 6 ounces. That's it. That's the answer. But there are a lot of variables that come into play. Number one, again, surgical technique. Does your surgeon have enough experience on this procedure in this matter? Does he know exactly what he or she is doing? How many has he or she done? And the outcomes they have, all right? Because if they're doing like a really wide sleeve, well, the capacity will be more, and of course the success rate will be lower. So number one is surgical technique. The other thing is men, and we mentioned this in the previous episodes of the Ask Dr. A show, men have longer stomachs and the capacity is slightly larger. The other thing is, during the surgical technique, during your surgery, we normally use a calibration tube, and depending on what size that calibration tube was used, that will determine the capacity of your sleeve. But summary, between 4 to 6 ounces. All right, so that's it for episode 68 of the Ask Dr. A show. Thank you so much. Question of the week is, do you follow a certain diet with your sleeve? Ketogenic, low carb, high protein, low fat, maybe vegan, maybe plant-based? Answers below. I'm curious to see your answers. I'm Dr. Alvarez from Endobariatric.com, where we are changing lives only one sleeve at a time. Take care and goodbye.